Welcome to Album Review TV. It's time for a review of the self-titled MGMT record due out September 17th. This is the group's third studio album, first since 2010's Congratulations, which was kind of a drastic shift from 2007's Oracular Spectacular, which of course is where I discovered the band with songs like Kids, Electric Feel, Time to Pretend, the huge singles that really got people into the band. And then 2010 Congratulations drops and everyone's kind of confused, and it's just a weirder, more experimental, more chilled out, and just a little bit far out there sound. And they've taken that and fine-tuned that and just played into that even more here on this new self-titled record. They're messing with all of these synth and dark noises and just a wide variety of instruments that you're not going to typically hear on, a regular record, but they're doing things that only MGMT would do. And with the song, like a title like Introspection, I think it's a really cool statement on the band, because introspection, I believe, means like looking within oneself to find out who you really are. And I think that's what they've done here with these past two records, especially this self-titled one. They've kind of looked within themselves, within the band. What are we all about? We're weird. We make these weird songs sometimes. Sometimes we make ones that are more poppy. We make what we want to make. I'm enjoying a lot of sounds found on this new record. There's cool songs like the opener, Alien Days, which was released on Record Store Day, and that one I kind of held off listening to because I knew it was going to be included on the record. And once I did hear it, it's just kind of a breeze, honestly. It's really cool. It's got that weird intro with that girl talking, and who would have guessed that, of course it starts off a little bit odd, but it's MGMT at the same time, so, you don't think too much about it. Honestly, this might be one of the more grounded, or should I say, normal songs on the record. It's kind of an out-in-space adventure that floats by like a day on the beach. Breezy guitars, airy vocals, light synthesizers, and a feel-good vibe that just all work together for a splendid listen. Like I said, there are those tracks that go down smooth on the record, but you've also got your ones that are just way out there. Astro-mancy is kind of weird. It's got those drum patterns and strange off-the-wall whistles and textures thrown into the mix. It's a little bit uneven and a little bit too much for my sober head, I guess you could say. I Love You Too, Death. Very clever title, I like that. And not, instead of I Love You to Death, it's I Love You Too, Death. The song itself, yes, it has a very clever title, but imagine playing baseball as a kid. Maybe you didn't want to play, but your parents made you anyways. You're standing out there in the outfield just kind of staring off into space, or else just looking down at the grass and kicking your feet around. This is the soundtrack to that. They also get weird on an Orphan of Fortune and A Good Sadness. The second half of the record for me just not being as, complex, or else, as able to hit the ear in something that I'm actually going to process, and keep listening to. It doesn't have a high replay factor to it. There are songs on this record that I feel like I'm going to enjoy a while from now, but about half of them are just kind of out there and just kind of aimless. They kind of wander down this path and just don't seem to really go anywhere, like a journey through a desert, and the end is just the end of the album. But let me get to what I do love about this record, and those are songs like Alien Days, cool song number 2, Your Life is a Lie. I do like A Good Sadness, even though it's weird. Mystery Disease, which is a phenomenal track, and Introspection. All those are very solid tracks. Mystery Disease, that one I was talking about really enjoying, it takes a more upbeat synth-styled approach. The drums and spaced out synths really carry this song. The guys can really make a synth whine. They really manipulate their machines and turn out some super weird but very fascinating sounds. Cool song number 2 has that intro on it that immediately reminded me of Freedom at 21 by Jack White off of his Blunderbuss record. The song has that fizzy bass line that pounds in and out throughout, mixed with a lot of other noises such as the piano, a few other non-traditional elements that make for a strange but very intriguing sound. So we get those opening 3 songs on the record, just a very nice 3-in-a-row punch combo that really start out this record on the right track. But then Throughout, it kind of loses its pacing, but picks it up here and there. Plenty of Girls in the Sea is the next to last track on the record, and it kind of gets the album back into this groove it had gotten out of for the past few tracks and the track after it on the record. Plenty of Girls on the Sea, very catchy, and you know, Plenty of Girls in the Sea and plenty of those are not with me. Very true, so it's also a relatable track. It's got a lot more of that peppiness and catchiness that we've been missing a lot of this record. And then of course we've got the lead single, Your Life Is a Lie, which I absolutely love. I heard it the first time I saw the video, and I was like, this is awesome. This is MGMT. Freaking weird and out there, but at the same time, it's one of the more grounded songs on the record in terms of structuring. It's a super upbeat, not lyrically, but in terms of music and the way it drives. It's got this cowbell and guitar-filled jam that just calls out a lot of people on living a lie. It's the catchiest song on the record, the only potential sing-along you could say, because let's face it, good luck learning all the lyrics to some of those jams, especially the ones later in the albums that are just, whoa, far out. Now, was someone asking for a Sick and Twisted synth line that kind of carries the song? Oh, you're gonna find that right on A Good Sadness. That track right there, although strange once again. I don't know, I feel like the guys would fare well on a deserted island in space. Some moments near the end of this track, A Good Sadness, remind me of the not so well-known Skrillex song called Cat Rats mixed with an alarm clock. Weird, odd, strange, embrace it. I don't know, that's all I can say for the MGMT record. You're either gonna love some of the songs, love them all, or else not love any of them at all and say, I want Oracular Spectacular, where's the sequel to Kids? Time to Pretend. This doesn't sound like Time to Pretend at all. Say what you will, but there's a lot of really cool songs here on this record, but at the same time, I understand that a lot of people aren't going to be able to get into this record. 3.5 out of 5 from me. Let me know what you thought about MGMT's self-titled album in the comment section down below. What should I review next? Feel free to suggest down below as well. Make sure you subscribe here and to my side channel Beyond AR TV, where I do track reviews and that sort of thing, and of course, find me on Facebook and Twitter. See you guys very soon. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Album Review TV, Beyond the Reviews.